Are you struggling with digestion since starting your sugar and flour-free lifestyle? Maybe you thought all those veggies would fix everything, but you are backed up, or maybe the opposite is happening, and you're just wondering if your gut is rebelling against all this healthy food. If that's you, I'm here to help. Today, we're talking about why constipation and diarrhea happen when you change your diet, what you can do about it, and why creating a healthy gut is so important to your overall health. This is episode number 214, what you need to know about constipation and diarrhea with your sugar and flour free lifestyle. This is the Healthy Real Food Podcast. I'm your coach, Erin Hart, a registered nurse and health coach who understands the struggle of feeling out of control around food and has walked the path of transformation, experiencing the miracle of sustainable weight loss with the sugar and flour-free lifestyle. If you are a woman who feels powerless against your cravings and is ready to live your life with more energy, mental clarity, and purpose, there is hope. Here, we believe that with God, a mindset of unstoppability, and consistent execution of a winning strategy, anything is possible for you. So, if you're ready to find freedom from food addiction, take control of your health, and pursue your dreams with renewed energy, support, and accountability, let's go. Hey, my friends, welcome back to the Healthy Real Food Podcast. Okay, we are gonna dive into it here with some real talk. We're gonna talk about poop today. If you've ever worked in healthcare, you know that this is totally normal for us as nurses. Like these sorts of conversations are the ones that we have over lunch and nobody bats an eye. So so let me be the mom today and help you with the questions that you have that you don't want to ask everybody else. The reason I want to talk about digestion today is because this is a really common concern a lot of people have. It comes up a lot on social media and in the coaching program when people are switching to a sugar and flour-free lifestyle. So it's very common for some to experience constipation, others get diarrhea, and it can feel distressing. I get it. But here's the good news. It's normal. It's temporary, and it just means that your gut is adjusting. When I started a sugar and flour-free lifestyle back in 2020, I was sure that eating all of these vegetables was gonna speed things up, and I thought, like, great, I'll never have to worry about constipation again. But guess what? The opposite happened. And for months, I struggled with being backed up. I was so confused because meanwhile, other friends in the community were on the other end of the spectrum dealing with diarrhea. And the turning point for me came about 9 months in. My gut finally found its new balance, and I have not had any issues with constipation or diarrhea in more than 4 years. So, yay. But there you go. It's not something I usually share with the world. But hey, if you're struggling with your digestion, I hope that this podcast episode will give you some clarity on why it's happening and how to manage it. So, why does this happen? Here is some science for you. When you change the way that you eat, your gut microbiome shifts. So, microbiome just means all of the trillions of bacteria that are living in your digestive tract. They're like a bustling little ecosystem with some really important jobs. They help break down the fibers in your food that your body can't digest on its own, producing compounds that keep your colon happy and inflammation low. They're also training your immune system to know friend from foe. And believe it or not, they can even have a say in your mood and metabolism. So, when we're talking about gut health and having a healthy gut, we're really talking about these little helpers that do a whole lot to keep us healthy from the inside out. Sugar and processed foods can take a real toll on your gut health. They are low in fiber, which means the good bacteria in your gut don't get the fuel that they need to grow and protect you, while at the same time, sugar feeds the less helpful bacteria and yeast, leading to an imbalance that can cause gas, bloating, inflammation, and more cravings. A diet heavy in processed foods also reduces the diversity of your microbiome, which makes your gut less resilient and more prone to infection, digestive upset, and weight gain. And so add that to the refined oils, additives, and preservatives that can inflame and weaken your gut lining, sometimes leading to what is called leaky gut. And it's no surprise that sugar and flour disrupt regularity, causing diarrhea or constipation instead of having a healthy, balanced rhythm. On the flip side, when you take sugar and processed foods out of your diet and replace them with real whole foods the way that God makes food, right? Your gut finally gets what it needs to thrive. The fiber from vegetables, fruits, and plant foods feeds your beneficial bacteria, helping them to grow stronger and crowd out those harmful strains. And this naturally increases microbial diversity, which makes your gut more resilient and better able to support digestion, immunity, and even your mood. A sugar and flour free lifestyle also reduces inflammation by removing the refined oils and additives that irritate that gut lining, and that can give your digestive tract a chance to heal and strengthen. Over time, this creates a healthier, more balanced rhythm, regular, comfortable digestion that feels steady and reliable. But during that transition, when you're changing your diet to and you're starting a healthy real food lifestyle, you may experience some changes with your digestion until things settle out. And it's common to experience temporary constipation or diarrhea. Many of us go from eating very little fiber to suddenly eating tons of vegetables. Fiber is amazing for your health, but it requires two things: time for your gut bacteria to catch up, and plenty of water to move it through. Some people naturally lean toward constipation, others toward diarrhea, depending on things like hydration, stress, hormones, and their unique gut bacteria. And if you are on a lower carbohydrate meal plan, that can lead to sodium and water loss, which can also affect your bowel movements. So, a lot of things are happening and changing. And if your digestion feels off in those early weeks or months, it's just because your body is recalibrating. So, what can you do? Let's talk about what helps. And just to be clear, I am not a doctor. I am a registered nurse and I don't offer medical advice outside of the hospital. So, I encourage you, if you're really struggling with this, to check in with your doctor. They may be able to help guide you towards some over the counter medications or supplements that can help. But generally, there are some safe and simple steps that you can take. And the first one is just hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Fiber without water is like cement. So you want to aim for steady hydration throughout the day, not just chugging water at meals. Like, it's really recommended to shoot for half of your body weight in ounces of water every day. Number two is just be patient. It really does take time for your gut to adapt. So think in months, not days. Number three, make sure you're eating a variety of vegetables and a healthy balance of all the food groups. Number four, move your body. Gentle movement like walking, stretching, or yoga helps your gut motility. Number five, listen to your body. If one type of vegetable is giving you trouble, swap it for another one, and there's plenty of real food options. When managing diarrhea, if you're struggling with that in particular, after going sugar and flour free, there are several helpful strategies. Cooking vegetables instead of eating them raw can make the fiber easier to digest, and starting with softer options like zucchini, carrots, or squash can be gentler on the gut. Increasing soluble fiber, if you're struggling with diarrhea, which is found in foods like chia seeds, flax seeds, winter squash, apples, pears, and carrots, that can help absorb water and firm stools while easing up on the insoluble fiber. So, fiber that's not able to dissolve in water, right? Like raw greens, celery, vegetable skins can prevent food from rushing through you too quickly. Most people are surprised to learn that soluble fiber actually helps with diarrhea and constipation. It's a stool normalizer. So you think fiber just makes you go, but when you eat foods that are rich in soluble fiber, like we talked about, chia seeds, flax seeds, apples, pears, carrots, even supplements like benefiber or psyllium, it dissolves in water and can form a gel-like substance in your gut. And that gel absorbs excess fluid and can slow down digestion, which helps to firm up loose stools. On the other hand, insoluble fiber, things like raw leafy greens, celery, or wheat bran, that adds bulk but doesn't absorb water. So it can speed things up and sometimes make diarrhea worse. So if you are struggling with loose stools after cutting sugar and flour, leaning on foods with soluble fiber and less insoluble fiber is one of the best ways to calm things down and to help your gut to stabilize while still eating your vegetables. Watching fat intake is also important since a sudden increase in nuts, seeds, or oils can overwhelm bile production and cause loose stools. So it's best to add those sorts of fats gradually. Staying hydrated, like we talked about, and replenishing electrolytes is essential if you have diarrhea, especially after fluid loss, and incorporating probiotics or fermented foods like unsweetened yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi can help restore that balance if added slowly. Foods like onions, garlic, beans, apples, and cauliflower can also trigger diarrhea, so reducing these temporarily can be useful. And most importantly, just give your gut some time. While the adjustment phase can feel really uncomfortable for many people, it resolves within a few weeks to a few months as your microbiome stabilizes. And don't forget movement. Walking and light exercise are natural ways to stimulate peristalsis in your gut or the movement in your gut. So, with consistency, most people find their digestion is going to even out as your gut adjusts to this new way of eating. Like I said, there are some over the counter medications that your doctor could help you with, like stool softeners or medications to help with diarrhea, or supplements like fiber, magnesium, or probiotics that can help with your digestion as well. And I encourage you to talk to your doctor if you need guidance on incorporating those. And of course, there are times when you just shouldn't wait it out. If you are experiencing severe abdominal pain, blood in your stools, unexpected weight loss, constipation, or diarrhea that lasts more than a couple of weeks, that's the time to call your doctor. They can help rule out other issues and make sure that you're still on the right track. If you're ready to give up on your sugar and flour free lifestyle because of these issues, because of constipation or diarrhea, yeah, please don't panic. Like, this is really normal and common when you're changing your diet. And it doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong or that this isn't the right lifestyle for you. It's temporary and it just means that your gut is adjusting. So, quick recap of what we talked about. Digestive changes are normal when you're changing your diet. Your gut microbiome is adjusting to new foods and fiber. It's important to support your gut with hydration, a variety of foods, movement, and a lot of patience, and know when to call your doctor if symptoms are severe or persistent. Your gut health is a really important part of your overall health. And it's about so much more than digestion. It's tied to your immune system, your mood, your hormones, and your energy. By sticking with the sugar and flour free lifestyle, you're giving your gut the environment it needs to heal and thrive. So, next time your digestion feels a little bit out of balance, don't give up. Just trust the process. It takes a little bit of time for your gut to heal, but you're creating a healthier version of yourself. So hang in there. If today's episode was helpful for you, I would love to invite you to share this podcast with a friend who is just starting their sugar and flour free journey. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and connect with me on Facebook Messenger if you've got more questions about your own health journey. I would love to help and encourage you. Until next time, my friend, we'll see you next week. Thanks for listening today. If you enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love my coaching program. If you're struggling with your sugar and flour-free lifestyle and want to lose weight for the last time, I can help you. Just imagine living in your goal body and having peace with food. Your success is guaranteed. To learn more about how to get support, guidance, and accountability so you can find peace with food, achieve your goal body this year, and have more energy, visit www.healthyrealfood.com. While you're there, be sure to sign up for the upcoming free challenge to learn the Success Framework, and click the link to my schedule for a free one-to-one coaching call so we can get you started on your success path. You have the power to create the life that you want. This is the year of you. I'm cheering you on. Now go win the day. You got this.